today we are gonna make some rice pudding. We're going to have some turkey and rice tonight, and we're gonna have some broccoli to snack on throughout the rest of the day. So let's go ahead and start getting everything ready. The first thing that I need to do is I need to get my rice cooking. So when we're making rice, we want to mix about 1 part rice with 2 parts water. Let's go ahead and start getting this pot filled up. 1, 2, 3 cups of rice, which means that we need 6 cups of water. I have 2 cups right here. Let's get some more. 4 and 6. Let's go ahead and put this on the stove. While we have our rice cooking, we can go ahead and get our broccoli going. Now, our rice has gotten up to a boil, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat down on this. Now that it's boiling, I wanna give it a little stir. I don't wanna stir it too much because rice has a tendency to get really mushy if you over stir it. So give it just a little stir. Make sure it's covered and turn the heat down to low so that it can simmer for the next 15 minutes. And once all the water is absorbed, then we'll know that our rice is ready to eat. All right, our rice is done. So now we're ready to turn it into rice pudding. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's start with a 1/2 cup. I think that I'm gonna do about a full cup of rice, but let's go ahead and start with a 1/2 cup, see what that looks like in my little pot here. Okay, let's see. I don't know, I know that it's gonna get really thick and we're going to be adding more ingredients. I don't know, that might be enough. I think I'm gonna do maybe 3/4 of a cup. So another 1/2 of a half. Perfect. So I've got my rice in there, 3/4 cup. Now I'm going to add a full cup of milk. And then we're also going to add between 1/8 of a cup and 1/4 cup, depending on your preference, of honey, sugar, some kind of sweetener. I'm using honey because sugar hurts my joints. There we go. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on the stove, put it on medium-low, and let this all start simmering together until this rice disintegrates. Now for Waffle's rice pudding, I'm going to use 83 grams of rice because that's how much she needs. That's 70 grams, 86 grams, 83, perfect. And she's just gonna get a little bit of honey, like maybe 1 gram or 2. All right, and she's gonna get 61 grams of milk. Perfect. We're just gonna go ahead and mix this together. It's gonna be easiest if I take this honey here and I mix it into the rice because the rice is warm and the milk is still cold. All right, so we're just gonna mix that up. I like to use a stir stick or a chopstick or something like this so that I can really scrape the edges while I'm stirring. I don't need to scrape the edges of my chopstick, but I like to not have a ton of honey on the side of the bowl. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and rim the top, give her a little bit of sweetness all the way around. And there is Waffle's rice pudding. Now, as far as my rice pudding goes, I've got it on the stove. I want to turn it up to medium-high so that it can get up to a boil. And then once it's gotten up to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and reduce the heat so that it can simmer just like the first time that we cooked the rice. It's going to get it nice and soft and really allow it to disintegrate into this mixture of honey and milk I usually add a little bit of water too, but we're gonna wait to see if it needs to be thinned out a little bit before we do that. So this is ready. See how that's beautiful and thick? Just kind of leaves a nice slick crater there, canyon, whatever that looks like. So mine is ready too. All right, so this is done. Oh my gosh, it looks so delicious. Yeah, that's perfect. I didn't need to add any more water. I had the perfect amount of milk in there and honey. So good. So good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pour mine in a bowl. And you'll be able to see when I show you the color just how different our recipes are. All right, so you see waffles is fairly thin, just kind of rice setting in some honey milk. Whereas mine, the rice has been cooked in a lot more honey and more milk too, but proportionally a lot more honey. So it's got that really rich golden color to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of these and then we're gonna go ahead and enjoy our rice pudding.